Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening and welcome into the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic Night 1 as the Martinsburg Bulldogs wrap up the night, getting to take on the Panthers of Achievement First High School out of Brooklyn, New York. Pregame show is brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Give them a call at 304-350-1931 or visit whmsystems.com. I'm Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me on the call will be Dylan Bishop. Our on-site producer is John Alderton. Cameramen Alec Epperson and Kyler High for TV 10, as well as our WRNR TV YouTube stream. And back at the studio, our producer for tonight is Nick Verzolini. Well, Dylan, the game before us between Thomas Jefferson out of Brooklyn, New York, and North Hagerstown has concluded, which means it's almost time for the ceremony, as tonight is also Coach Gail Catlett night.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun. Skip Fowler, always a nice tradition over here at Martinsburg, and even better this year with Coach Catlett getting some recognition. They got some of his former players that will reunite with him. Coach Basie, Marcel Basie from Martinsburg, and Kevin Pittsnoggle as well of Martinsburg, and also two players that are coaches for Thomas Jefferson High, Lawrence Pollard and Selton Jefferson, also former players of Coach Catlett. So it was a good opportunity here with them coming down to honor him as well. So, and then we're going to get a good basketball game afterwards. So,
just want to note, because we will be joined by Coach Catlett as well to talk with him throughout that time frame. So, for now, we will try to pick up the PA system for the ceremony.
That actually played for Gail. We also have Kevin Pittsnoggle from Martinsburg and David Owens, who are here tonight. And what we'd like to say is, dear Coach, we are forever grateful for the positive impact you have on our development, both on and off the court. Your coaching has left a lasting impression on all of us. We're thankful for your positive influence and your guidance. Thank you for connecting the brotherhood that you see here tonight. What's about here knows about here. As much love and appreciation, your former players and recruits, Lawrence Pollard, Marcellus Basie, Sheldon Jefferson, and Gustavo Owens.
So it appears, as of right now, it's just photo opportunities at midcourt here for Coach Gail Catlett being reunited with his former players throughout the many years at West Virginia University. So we will now, unless we have anything else here for the ceremony, which it appears we do not, step aside and take a 2-minute break, and when we return we will preview more of tonight's matchup between Achievement First and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Again, a 2-minute break. You're tuned into the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows. Whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
We welcome you back to the Martinsburg Field House. I'm Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop, John Alderton's our on-site producer, Alec Epperson and Kyler Heyer running our cameras, and back in the studio is Nick Verzolini as we are 15 minutes away from tip-off for the nightcap of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic between Achievement First out of Brooklyn, New York, and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Achievement First comes in with a record of 4-1 overall. Martinsburg 1-0. In that game, they won 73-54, and it is the home opener for the Bulldogs tonight, and we'll get to see the number 9 team in Class 4A and figure out just how good these Martinsburg Bulldogs are this year, led by, of course, 5 seniors getting the start in Kyrie Bunny, Zion Jimendua, Keyshawn Cheek, Garrett Height, and Anthony Owuna.
Yeah, they lost some pieces from last year. Chase Shipley, Josiah King, but they still were a deep team last year. And Jackson Steen as well, as you mentioned, with his graduation, go with the 2 transfers. I think they were one of the teams that could handle losing 3 key pieces better than a lot of teams in the Eastern Panhandle probably could have. You still have Kyrie Bunny and Keyshawn Cheek. Cheek was really the guy that made things go for Martinsburg. He was sort of that offensive engine. He could be the guy that distributed the ball around to the other players. He could score when he needed to, but you could tell that wasn't really what he felt like he was on the court to do. He might need to do a little bit more of it this year. So we'll see if he can turn things around. That's the wrong phrasing for me to use because he was a great player last year, but in terms of turn in a different direction for what his role was last year, where he was a little more of a playmaker. I think he's going to have to take on a little bit more of the offensive load for himself, him and Kyrie Bunny, and then we'll see what sort of development into their senior years we see from Height and Awuna and Igmandua, especially Anthony Awuna. I thought he was a fantastic player last year. Just his size and length was really disruptive on the defensive end especially. But he could do some things on offense too, but I think that would be his next step into becoming a really great player, is that if he can become a consistent scorer for this team.
Yeah, I don't know if those questions that you just posed are the big enough ones, or if the big question for Martinsburg this year throughout the entire season that we'll get to see for the Bulldogs is who steps up behind the starting five, because we already kind of touched on those that left, whether it be via transfer or graduation, along with the current starting five that you'll see tonight. That's pretty much the core of last year's team and the guys that really had most of the minutes. So will it really be the starting five just out there for the long haul, or who will be that sixth man, that seventh guy coming off the bench to be that spark if needed? While you look at it here, Braden Harrison, a 6-foot senior, Kevin Myers, a 6'1" freshman. Got to see him in the postseason as a running back for the state championship football team here and there. Nakeem Thompson, a 6-foot sophomore, also from the football team. Deshaun Durding, a 5'11" senior, as well as Jeremiah White, a 6'6" junior, and Braden Amsler, 6'1" sophomore. We'll have to wait and see how those guys are here on the hardwood, because, as I said from last year, you didn't typically see any of those guys.
Right, because Martinsburg had those 5 guys that are going to be their starters this year, and the 3 that we mentioned. And really, it's an 8-man rotation is, I think, around the ideal for a coach. I think, you'll play 9, 10 guys if you need to, or more if you have the luxury to. But if you can really find 3 really solid pieces on your bench, you can kind of stagger your starters in and out to where you've always got 2 or 3 of them out there. So really, I think if Martinsburg can get 2 or 3 guys on this roster from the bench to be key contributors, then they could be a pretty special team the way that they were last year. We saw King step up as a freshman, Kevin Myers on the roster as a freshman. That alone, it stands out in your eye. A lot of times a freshman is not on the varsity team. Just that fact alone makes you excited to see what he can do. So I look at him and really just all these guys. Jeremiah White got some minutes last year, but it wasn't a lot of them, so it's probably going to be more than before. So I am interested to see that. But I think if we want to talk about Martinsburg as a serious team in general, past the bench, that even those starters do need to step up as well. So it's going to be 2 parts. It's going to be, are these guys that are still around developing and progressing into better players, and who can step up on the bench.
And on the other side, we'll see from achievement first some length down low to really give a tough battle with Bunny, as well as Zion from Jaden Linton, a 6'6" forward, and Jalil Murray, a 6'4" forward, and their athletes in the front court, Tyler Romeo, Xavier Beckford, and Mario Romaine. Don't know a lot about this team, being from Brooklyn, New York. It will be our first and only time seeing them, obviously. But looking at them right now, they definitely have the size and athleticism to give a very good challenge, it seems like, for Martinsburg here this evening.
Absolutely. Anytime it's a team from a big city like New York and Brooklyn, one of the more populous parts of the 5 boroughs, it's going to be a place that's full of talent. Now, is it going to be the top talent of New York? It's not always, but we were told that Thomas Jefferson, that we'll see tomorrow, has some of those top guys from New York City on their roster. But in terms of achievement first here tonight, it's hard to say for sure. But like you said, when you go up against a team from a big city like the most populous one in the United States, there's going to be plenty of talent to go around. So it's only inevitable that these guys are going to be able to put the ball in the basket a good bit, and it's going to be a good, nice test for Martinsburg. So I like that this is the scheduling that they've gone with here, that they bring in some guys from the big city. Like I said, New York is obviously one of the hubs of basketball in America, especially street pickup ball with Rucker Park and all that. There in L.A., Chicago, even look at Seattle. A lot of big basketball players out of Seattle as well. That this should be a fun matchup for Martinsburg.
So let's step aside and take another 2-minute break here on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. And on the other side of that 2-minute break, we will hear from Dave Rogers, the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School basketball in the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
Order number N58.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
Martinsburg Fieldhouse, 4 minutes left of pregame warm-ups for Martinsburg and Achievement First. Let's now get our coaches' pregame interview brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first, Parsons. Now joined by Dave Rogers, head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Coach Rogers, your team gets its home opener in the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. What's been your anticipation and excitement heading into this?
Well, it's just we're glad to have our players back. We had a big, long trip to Callaway, Maryland with Kings Christian, and we were only up 5 at halftime. That was our 11th game, our first. And we ended up winning, I think, by 17 or 18. So I thought the kids did a nice job. Keyshawn had 35 that night. So we've got our guys are playing well. They're playing well together, and as the season goes on, I think they'll even get more cohesive. And then after we play here this week, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, we practice next week. We have Jefferson at home Friday night. We have Morgantown at home Saturday afternoon. We take off Sunday. We go to the CTC tournament in Beckley, West Virginia. We play Huntington on Monday, South Charleston on Tuesday, and come back home on Friday and play Hedgesville. So we've got to strap them on.
Tonight you're starting 5 seniors. What's your expectations for that?
Well, I just want them to play hard and play smart. And if they, we know that we can't control the shot, but I tell you, I'm a strong believer. You can control rebounding and hustle and defense. If you control those three things, the offense will come.
It's the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. What does having this mean to your program?
Well, it's just wonderful. We've had it now for a long time, and Coach Fowler, of course, was at St. Joe, and then his son played for me, coached with me, and his grandson played for us. So, hey, it's just a good situation. And this year was kind of special because we had we invited one team from Brooklyn, and we went there this summer and played in their summer league. And now we've got three of them in here, and they're just great people, and they've got good basketball. And it's if you want to see good basketball, this is the place to be.
You also get to have Coach Catlett here as well tonight. How special of a moment will that be?
Well, Lawrence Pollard and Selden Jefferson and Marcellus all played for him. And when he was sitting there, they all came in. Of course, they all got hugs from him. And Gail was just a tremendous coach, always has been. And then I invited Kevin Pissenall, although he didn't play for him. Coach Catlett recruited him. So, it's just nice to get those guys back together. We're in this old life that we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So you got to make the best of today. And he's here visiting them, and then he's coming back. And then they're going to do a little ceremony right before our game with the players and Coach Catlett. So we're thankful he's here.
Thank you, Coach Rogers. Best of luck.
Hey, thank you.
That was our coach's interview with Dave Rogers of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Again, brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, as the horn has sounded, both teams have concluded their pregame warm-ups, and we are waiting just to check if we'll have a national anthem or not, or if they roll right into the starting lineups. For those tuned in on TV 10 or WRNR TV on YouTube, looking down below, it is Achievement First in the dark blue uniforms with the silver numbers and name on the front and white stripes and outline as well, and then the home white uniforms with the black and orange for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. And it looks like we will have tonight's starting lineups going on right now, so let's do it as well. The starting five brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at orsinis.com. For Achievement First, it is number 0, Tyler Romeo. Number 1, Xavier Beckford. Number 5, Mario Romaine. Number 12, Jalil Murray. And number 13, Jaden Linton. Now for the Martinsburg Bulldogs starting five, it's number 0, Kyrie Bunny. Number 1, Zion Ajamandua. Number 2, Keyshawn Cheek. Number 4, Garrett Height. And lastly, number 5, Anthony Owuna. Now, let's get our keys of the game brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online. They'll deliver the vehicle to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit their website, fordofhagerstown.com. Dylan, tonight's keys of the game.
I'll start with Achievement First. I think that they should try to focus on making sure that Martinsburg doesn't get hot from three-point range. If they can limit the three-pointers from Martinsburg, I think that they can have a pretty good time, let's say, on the defensive end of things. They can limit Martinsburg in points. Martinsburg, the players that they're bringing back from last year at least aren't super strong three-point shooters, generally speaking, so maybe they'll slow that down. That could be a key for them. And for the Martinsburg side, it's going to be the bench production. Who from the bench can step up and be those key contributors that they have to replace from last year?
We will now step aside, take our final 2-minute break. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. It's now time for the opening tip, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. It looks like it's Adjaman Dua doing the jump ball for Martinsburg, and it appears he's going up against, I believe that is Linton. And then the jump is won by Adjaman Dua, and it goes for Keyshawn Cheek of Martinsburg. He'll pass to his left to Bunny, who gets double teamed, so he quickly goes back to Cheek. Passes it for Awuna at the right wing, who swings it across the left wing. It's now Bunny back and forth between Bunny and Cheek, and each time Bunny grabs the ball, he gets double teamed. His pass now intercepted back the other way. Goes the Panthers of Achievement first. It's Beckford handing it off to Romeo at the point, guarded by Height.
Looks like a 2-2-1 zone, trap zone from Achievement First.
Murray drives the left side, tries to go with the bank shot, too hard off the glass, gets his own rebound, second attempt, no good, but he's fouled with 7:21 left in the opening quarter. That will send Murray to the free throw line.
That was really aggressive defense to come out first from Achievement First. I mean, I can't really call it a 1-3-1. It was more of a box and one. One player up, the point guard up at the top, going around up the key to trap the players over in the perimeter.
Murray's first free throw is good, giving Achievement First a 1-0 lead against Martinsburg. Second free throw up and good as well, making it a 2-0 score. By the way, that foul was called against Kyrie Bunny, his first team first. Bunny now with the basketball as it was passed across midcourt. Picks it up, goes to Awuna, gives it to Cheek. Cheek kicks it to Height in the right corner, pump fakes, picks up his dribble, turns around, finds Cheek. Cheek wanted to drive through, had to pick up his dribble, goes to Height, right wing three off the side of the rim, no good, rebounded down low by Bunny, and Bunny tries to go back up, but he gets fouled with 6:58 left in the first. That's the first team foul against Achievement First of Brooklyn.
I think Martinsburg might have some trouble with this zone.
Baseline inbound to Kyrie Bunny. Bunny's going to dribble it out towards midcourt to allow the offense to reset. He'll now pass it to his right to Cheek, who finds Height. Wide open left wing three. Off the rim twice and no good. Tipped around down low. Rebounded by Adjaman Dua. His putback no good. Gets his rebound. Tried to fight back up. And he, I believe, will be fouled. No, they say actually that it was deflected out of bounds last off Martinsburg. Achievement First ball with 6:41 here in quarter number one.
Here comes the full court press from Martinsburg.
Beckford in the backcourt. Getting it to midcourt, it's Linton receiving the pass and dribbling it across. He'll go to Romeo, who picked up that foul a few seconds ago for Achievement First. Romeo, guarded closely by Bunny, finds space, drives the right side, tries to go up with a layup. It's no good. Goes off Linton's head and out to Romaine. Romaine with the jumper, no good from the right side, rebounded by Martinsburg's Height. Height goes to Cheek, and Cheek's pass goes behind Height, intercepted back the other way. Romeo 3v1 for Achievement First, and Romeo with an easy layup, making it 4-0 2 minutes in here against the Bulldogs.
The turnover battle is going to be absolutely crucial in this one.
In the paint, a jump shot off the mark by Adjaman Dua. I don't know if it was deflected.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So a air ball gives the ball back to Achievement First. Martinsburg again with a full court press. A long pass across to Romaine, who's wide open. Left wing three off the back of the rim. No good, but it bounces back to him. And he'll drive the left baseline and go up with an easy two-pointer.
Way to follow your shot. If you're going to pull up for a three in transition, you better follow your shot.
And now ball stolen out of the arms of Keyshawn Cheek by Beckford. However, we might have a foul called, I believe. And it appears it's actually going to be on Keyshawn Cheek, which causes Coach Rogers to use his first timeout. 6-0. Achievement First leads Martinsburg with 5.5 minutes left in the first. They'll step aside, take a 30-second break. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 back in 30 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Achievement First with the basketball. It's inbounded to Beckford, who gets double-teamed. Turns around, tries to find Romaine, who bobbles it, and it's kicked around, and now back the other way goes Martinsburg. Bunny to Height, finds Adjaman Dua. Dua back to Height. Height kicking it out for Kyrie Bunny, who pulls up for three, and it's good from the left corner. First 3 points of the night for Martinsburg from Kyrie Bunny. Cuts the lead in half to 6-3.
Kyrie, I think, is going to be their main three-point shooter. They can get him open and get those shots.
Pass now out to the right corner for Romeo. Long three around the rim and in by Tyler Romeo in response with a three of his own, making it out to a 9-3 Panther lead.
I like the early timeout from Coach Rogers.
Bunny again from the left corner. It's good. Back-to-back trays for Kyrie Bunny.
See if Achievement First can adjust. Now, a lot of times this sort of defense tries to force three-pointers, but Kyrie can make you pay for that.
Romaine, two-pointer from the right corner. No good. Almost rebounded by Linton, but he can't gather it. Now it's Martinsburg. Keyshawn Cheek finds Owuna. Give and go is good for Anthony Owuna. It's a 1-point game at 9-8. Martinsburg out of the timeout, coming out very strongly.
It's a great pass from Cheek.
Beckford gets past the double team, goes coast to coast. Layup no good, rebounded by Owuna. Back the other way in transition now, Kyrie Bunny. Layup rejected by Murray, but Martinsburg keeps possession. Pass deflected from Owuna, now stolen by Romeo. Romeo thought about pulling up from the right corner. Now dribbles it back out and does so for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Linton. However, he's called with an over-the-back foul. That is his first, team second against Achievement First. 3:37 left in the first quarter. It is 9-8. Martinsburg trails Achievement First. Owuna gets the inbound, gives it back to Cheek. A long pass to Kyrie Bunny across midcourt, who finds Height wide open in the left corner. He swings it to the right wing for Cheek. Tries to go to the elbow for Zion. Pass deflected, and now it's lost by Zion, but Cheek gets it in the backcourt. Goes down low, wanted Owuna, but it's deflected and now stolen. Romeo quickly back the other way. Layup no good. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Keyshawn Cheek of Martinsburg.
I think Zion got a hand on that one and blocked it. This ball security is going to be so imperative. Some of these cross-court passes are not going to make it through this zone.
It's Minter with the basketball for Achievement First. Awkward shot off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Zion. Height with the basketball now. Long pass deflected by Cheek. It goes to Bunny before being put out of bounds. Cheek goes down low. Iluna kicks it out for Bunny. Top three. Good. The third one of the corner for Kyrie Bunny gives Martinsburg an 11-9 lead.
He's shooting the lights out. This is the kind of performance that could make Achievement consider changing their defense.
Long pass intercepted by Height. He stepped out of bounds, but they didn't call it, and now he gets another steal. Wow. Cheek with the basketball from Height. Goes coast to coast. Left side layup is good off the glass by Keyshawn Cheek. 13-9. Martinsburg leads Achievement First, who will call a timeout with 2:25 left here in quarter number one. We'll take a 30-second break alongside them. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Women facing complex gynecologic conditions now have expanded access to world-class surgical care in the Eastern Panhandle. WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center has opened a new minimally invasive gynecologic surgery clinic in Martinsburg, offering the latest advances in the surgical management of a wide variety of conditions. WVU Medicine minimally invasive gynecologic surgery is now accepting new patients. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 304-596-2149.
We welcome you back. Our first quarter is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at FordHagerstown.com, as well as Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. 2:25 left here in the first quarter. It's now Martinsburg with a 13-9 lead against Achievement First out of Brooklyn, New York. Achievement First with the basketball as the Panthers bring it down the court. It's Jones passing it to midcourt for Linton. Linton to the left elbow, dribbling it, picks it up. His pass now stolen by Awuna. Martinsburg finds Kyrie Bunny in transition going down the court. His layup on the right side rejected by Romeo, but Martinsburg keeps it. It's Height for three, and that is good from the right wing. Garrett Height continues the three-point party here. The fourth one of the first quarter. It's a 16-9 lead.
Garrett Height has shown to be a really, really good role player for this team.
Floater no good by Minter, rebounded by Height for Martinsburg.
Hustle, rebounding, three-pointers even, defense.
Bunny to Zion down low. He gets triple-teamed and went up for the shot. Never let go of the ball as he came down with it because he was being held on to as well on the other side. A jump ball called, possession arrow. Achievement First. It's Jones dribbling it through traffic. Bounce passing to the right corner. Finds Romaine. His three-pointer no good. Height now back the other way. Tries to go in transition, does Garrett Height, but he's going to be fouled around midcourt. Stops clock with 1:27 left here in the first. It's the third team foul against Achievement First. Sorry, Dylan.
Height reminds me a lot of Alex Caruso. I think that it's just a player that any basketball team should want on their team at all times.
That foul was against Jones of Achievement First, his first. Cheek passes it to Zion in the paint, who kicks it out for Bunny. Left corner three is good. Kyrie Bunny, a dozen points all from three-point land here in the first quarter. It's a 10-point Martinsburg lead, and now Cheek with the steal goes up. Easy layup for Keyshawn Cheek. 21-9 now Martinsburg.
They've got guys that can pass the ball. They play this great full-court press defense. They have a couple good shooters.
Another pass deflected and stolen by Garrett Height. Find down low, Kyrie Bunny wide open underneath the basket, and he kisses it off the glass. 14 points now for Bunny. It's 23-9 Martinsburg. Smothering with this full court press. However, Myers is going to get called with a reach-in foul.
Since that timeout early on that Coach Rogers took, I think they just got kind of overwhelmed by the defense. that Achievement First brought out there. They just needed to calm down a little bit and regroup. It's like, all right, this is what they're doing. This is what we do against it. And ever since, they've been cruising.
Long pass goes over the head of Jones and out of bounds. However, whistles blow first. Is trying to go up for it from Martinsburg was Thompson.
He was making a play for the ball, and
he got fouled, I think.
Yeah.
They call Jones with his second foul, fourth of the quarter of Achievement First. 27.9 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Martinsburg basketball. They lead at 23-9. Cheek dribbles it down the court. Breaks midcourt, stops, still dribbling it back and forth between his hands. Now picks up the tempo, kicking it out. Catching it is Myers, who goes down low for White, who kicks it out for Zion Ajmandua. Drives the right side, goes up with a layup. It's no good because he's fouled with 9.8 seconds left. That'll send Zion Ajmandua to the free throw line.
Some pretty impressive drive by Ajmandua. Now, I don't know if he was really going to finish that, if that was a great shot for him to take, but he drew the foul. So anytime you can draw a foul, get to the free throw line, that's a good possession.
First free throw, no good, Zion.
He has to make the free throws, though.
By the way, that last foul was called against Linton, his second, team fifth of the quarter, which will reset at the end of the quarter. Second free throw. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Achievement First.
Oh, got it right back.
It's, however, stolen and goes out of bounds. Last off Martinsburg. So Achievement First gets the ball now with 5.2 seconds left. Needs to go all the way down the court. Looking long. Nobody's coming to him now. Finally, somebody does. Murray catches it short, bobbles it. 2 seconds, 1 second. I don't think they're going to get a shot off because Beckford, once he got the ball, didn't realize how much time was left. So that is the end of quarter number one. Martinsburg 23, Achievement First 9 is the score. Step aside, make it a 1-minute break, and then we'll return with the second. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Orange, you glad this isn't another Black Friday commercial? It's Orange Saturday at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. Get a juicy deal on a new 2024 Silverado 1500 available with 1.9% financing and up to $7,000 off MSRP. Or get a new 2025 Equinox with 0% financing. And even sweeter, 0% financing is also available on other select new Chevy models during the Red Tag sales event. Together, let's drive at CMA's ChevroletofMartinsburg.com. Owners just care more.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Field House. It will be Martinsburg basketball as we start the second quarter. Bulldogs lead the Achievement First Panthers 23-9. Highlight of that first quarter, 14 points from Kyrie Bunny.
He was shooting the lights out. 4 3-pointers. That zone, if you pass well, you can get yourself open 3-pointers.
Cheek with the basketball. Passing it to his right. It's caught by Myers. Myers wanted to give it to Height. Instead has to go back to Cheek, who bounce passes it softly to his left. Caught by Thompson. Thompson gives it to White at the top of the key. Finds White at the right wing. And we have a foul now called with 7:36 left here in the second quarter away from the basketball. And that foul called against Achievement First. First of the quarter for them. And it's against Minter.
Well, now you see that the Achievement First has gone to man-to-man.
Inbound to White. Left side, one-handed shot is good by Jeremiah White. Extending the lead now to 25-9 for Martinsburg. Breaking the full-court press, it's Minter. Bounce passing it down low to Lee. Wanted to kick it out to Beckford. It's deflected. He's able to get it. Finds Minter. Minter pulls up for three. His shot no good. Rebounded by Lee. Lee gets double-teamed. finds Minter open, who drives the right side, goes down low. Murray shot off the glass and in. Murray now with 4 points. Stops the drought for Achievement First, makes it 25-11. Height now with the basketball in the right corner. Goes to the top of the key. It's caught by Thompson. Thompson dribbles to his left for three from Thompson. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Achievement First. Murray, who goes for Minter. Minter quickly down the floor. Gets stopped. Pulls up. Long two-pointer from the top of the key. No good. Deflected around and out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. It will be Martinsburg ball.
I like Coach Rogers checking Bunny back into the game here for Thompson. I think that was a lineup for the Bulldogs that had a hard time finding some offense. Cheek being the main ball handler, and none of the other guys on the court really being shot creators.
Cheek dribbles to the left, drives in, saw the space, fights for positioning, goes up hard off the glass with the shot, and in. 27-11 now. 6 points for Keyshawn Cheek. Martinsburg back up by 16.
See, I think that Achievement First switched defenses because of the press defense from the Bulldogs. It's simpler to just find a man on a turnover.
Back the other way. Beckford almost had it stolen by Bunny. He gets it back. Dribbles in on the right side. Went up for a layup. Shot no good, but he's fouled on the shot with 6:08 left in the second quarter. That will send Beckford to the free throw line.
The thing is now for Martinsburg, now that you go man-to-man, Keyshawn Cheek, the average point guard that's going to be facing him up, matched up with him on defense, he's going to be stronger than them, and he can drive to the rim, and that's when he can really start to get things going, when they just go man up, and he can drive just like he did.
Starting five back out on the floor for Martinsburg now, as checking in was Zion Ajamandua as well as Anthony Owuna. That last foul, by the way, caught against Garrett Height, his team first of the quarter. First free throw and second free throw by Xavier Beckford are good, making it 27-13. Cheek passes it to Bunny. Bunny pump fakes, wanted to drive in, tries to pass quickly down low for Zion. However, it's stolen by Achievement First. Long pass to midcourt, caught by Murray, and from behind he gets slapped by Garrett Height. That's two quick fouls against him. 27-13, a 14-point lead for Martinsburg against Achievement First. 5:54 left in the second quarter.
Height just got a little too aggressive, and I think that's kind of what Coach Rogers is talking to him on the bench over here.
Yep.
You got to stay straight up. There's no reason to reach in. He was trying to make a play, get a deflection there. He just didn't. It was very unlikely he was going to do it.
Myers checked in for him as Romeo with the basketball. Passing it to his left. It's caught in the corner by Murray. Murray drives the baseline. Shot up, no good. Foul was called. And it is against Zion Ajamandua. We'll see. It looks like they say it was before the shot, so it will be a baseline inbound for Achievement First. On the right side underneath the basket. Beckford quickly inbounds to Minter. Minter has space on the left side. Goes up. Layup no good. And he goes down hard right in front of our cameraman down below. That'll send Minter to the free throw line. With 5:36 left here in the second quarter, that foul against Keyshawn Cheek, his second here tonight.
It feels like the Panthers have really settled in this quarter. Now that they've gone away from their zone, it lets them set up their defense a little easier, even off of a turnover. And they've done a little bit better of breaking the pressure from Martinsburg when they brought it.
Minter's first free throw is good, making it 27-14. Second one good as well, making it 27-15. 6 for 6 here in the first half from the free throw line are the Panthers of Achievement First. 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Martinsburg basketball. Myers bounce passes to Zion, who chest passes. Swings it around from Bunny now to Owuna, who drives to right baseline. Goes up with a reverse layup, but can't get it to fall. It's rebounded by Achievement First's Murray.
That was a great move by Owuna. He just couldn't finish.
Minter brings it down the court now. Gets picked up by Ajamandua. Gets past him. Passes it to his left. It's Beckford. Drives in. Has it swatted from behind by Owuna. However, it's gathered by Murray, and he easily puts it up in the paint. Makes it 27-17. Cheek pump fakes. finds Zion Ajmandua wide open, slashing in from the right. That's Ajmandua's first 2 points, making it 27-19.
That's where Cheek thrives. He has that powerful drive into the rim, the aggressiveness, and he's a great passer. Dump it off when the guy's coming to him.
Beckford finds Minter. Will dribble to the top of the key. Pulls up, and his shot deflected by Awuna right into the hands of Cheek. Goes down the floor because he saw Zion Ajmandua, who has Myers running with him. But Myers misses the layup on the left side as it was contested. Now back the other way. Easy transition. Beckford pump fakes. Steps up. Long two from the left corner is good, making it a 10-point lead again.
It's too aggressive of a closeout from Ajmandua.
Awuna's pass deflected, intended for Cheek, and it's Achievement First getting the ball back with the quick steal.
Sloppy offense.
Minter, Euro step, layup misses everything. It's Bunny going to Cheek, and Cheek gets fouled with 3:47 left here in the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremation, Robert Fields & Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home that's proudly served our area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, that is the second foul against Romeo of Achievement First, team's second of the quarter. Bunny passes it to the top of the key. It's Thompson back to Bunny. Goes to the right corner for Cheek. Cheek starts his dribble. Dribbles to the left. Right in front of the midcourt logo. Now goes to the left elbow with the dribble. Spins, passes it down low for Awuna. But whistle blows, which stops the clock with 3:25 left. We get an offensive foul called. Or did we just get a walk call?
I think he traveled. He spun, took 2 steps, dumped it off for a pass instead of shooting it.
Thank you, Dylan, for the clarification as Romaine drives the left side, goes up with a tough contested layup, and will be fouled. 29-19, Martinsburg leads Achievement First. Achievement First back at the free throw line once again. It's Romaine for 2 shots. That foul against Thompson, his first.
Martinsburg has not really had an answer for the man-to-man defense. This is a athletic group for Achievement First. They're having a hard time getting into the paint and finding any easy buckets.
First free throw from Romaine is good. Second one is missed, making it 29-20. It's Cheek with the basketball off the Martinsburg rebound. Goes to top of the key, drives to the left side, went up with a layup, but a foul first on the floor with 3:05 left here in the second quarter. Foul against Murray, I believe I heard, of Achievement First. His first, team third, as they lofted inbound to Awuna, who hands it to Cheek. Cheek in the paint, turns around, drives the right side, layup off the glass, and no good, rebounded by Achievement First. Romeo. Left elbow shot, drained from Tyler Romeo, and it's a 7-point Martinsburg lead now. Awuna passes to Bunny. Bunny calls out the play, looking for somebody as he continues to dribble over to his right. Will dump it to Cheek. Cheek dribbles now to midcourt, resets the offense with 2.5 minutes left before halftime. Cheek picks up the dribble, passes to Awuna. Awuna back to Cheek, top of the key, 3 wide open from Keyshawn Cheek. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded down low by Kyrie Bunny. His putback around the rim falls out, but he's fouled, which will send Kyrie to the free throw line for 2 shots.
It went about halfway down. It was a great offensive board from Bunny.
Foul called against Mario Romaine of Achievement First, his first, team fourth of the quarter.
The Bulldogs are going to have to get a little more creative here to find some offense.
Bunny's free throw, no good. Martinsburg now 0 for 3 from the free throw line so far, compared to 7 of 8 for Achievement First.
They'll have to get some more pick and roll going, some off-ball screens, try to open up some players.
Second free throw rattles in from Bunny. He now has 15 points. That's his first point, only point of the second quarter. 30-22 as Bunny now gets a steal off the full court press Right side Euro step to the left side. Layup is good and a foul for Kyrie Bunny.
This is how Martinsburg operates. You see, that was their first make of the second quarter, and you really can't set up a press off of a miss. You got to make your shot on offense to set up that defense, and then the press is just swarming. Another deflection and steal immediately into more offense. That's how Martinsburg is going to operate this year. It's how they operated last year, using their defense to generate offense.
Lead back out to 10 now. Make it 11 as Bunny drains the and one free throw. 33-22, 18 points now for Kyrie Bunny. Martinsburg sets the full court press once again. However, it's quickly brought through. Linton cherry picking but couldn't gather the pass in. It goes out of bounds. Martinsburg gets the ball with 2:01 left now.
See just how the whole complexion of the game changes when Martinsburg gets one make in for a quarter.
Cheek off the inbound, goes coast to coast. Tough layup. Gets the fall from the left side, making it 35-22. Awkward double bounce pass to Jones in the backcourt, and a timeout will have to be called by Achievement First to avoid the 10-second backcourt violation. A minute 44 left here in the second. It's Martinsburg 35, Achievement First 22. We'll step aside and take a 30-second break. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and CV10.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. 35-22, Bulldogs lead. Achievement First from Brooklyn, New York. Here night one of 2 nights of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. Tomorrow, scheduled time of 3 p.m. for tip-off for the Bulldogs game against Thomas Jefferson, who picked up a dominant win against North Hagerstown earlier. With the ball, it's Romeo of Achievement First. Dribbles to his right, back to his left, finds Jones, goes with a long three from the left wing, no good off the glass, rebounded by Romaine of Achievement First. Gives it to Romeo. Romeo drives in, dumps it, shot no good. Another offensive rebound for Romaine, who dribbles out of trouble and crashes back in on the glass. His shot, no good. But we get a foul called, which will send him to the free throw. Oh, he did make the shot?
Yeah.
Okay. So 35-24. Thank you, Dylan.
Rolled around the rim there for a second.
So 5 points now for Mario Romaine. And that shot is good now for the and one. So he has 6 points, making it 35-25. Now the inbound pass stolen by Romaine. He goes back the other way. His layup is good. Romaine with 8 points now, making it 35-27. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Bunny dribbles it down the court, picks it up, goes to Zion Ajimandua, drives to right side, takes 2 steps, the layup off the back of the rim, and then falls through for Zion. He's got 4 points, back out to a 10-point lead at 37-27 for Martinsburg. 40 seconds left. Romaine with the ball in the right corner. Passes it out to Romeo. Back to Romaine, who drives to right baseline, gets double-teamed, kicks it out to a wide-open Jones. Jones drives in on the paint from the middle, and he gets wrapped up while he tries to go up for a shot with 33.4 seconds left here in the second quarter. That will send Jones to the free throw line. Foul called against Thompson. Thompson's second, team third of the quarter. Or excuse me, fifth of the quarter.
Missed the first free throw. Ajimandua on the other end, it can be easy for him on offense if he can finish around the rim. He's 6'7", with a wingspan that I'm assuming is at least 6'10", just from looking at him.
Second free throw also no good, as Myers with the rebound goes to Thompson in the right corner. He gets trapped. His pass gets deflected out of bounds. It will remain Martinsburg possession. 22.4 seconds left. Actually, it appears we're going to have a foul called against Achievement First, and that is going to allow Martinsburg to the free throw line because they're in the double bonus. Third foul against Romeo. Thompson. Free throw, no good off the back of the rim. Been a tough start at the free throw line for Martinsburg.
Yeah, got to make your free throws. It's been a tightly officiated game. Not really able to get away with a ton of contact for both sides, so that's going to put these teams in the bonus. But you got to make it.
Misses the second one as well. 2 of 7 now from the free throw line are the Bulldogs. Quick transition off the rebound. Layup by Beckford, no good. Offensive rebound. Litton put back around the rim, no good. And now it's Thompson getting the rebound. It goes to Myers. Myers, Adjaman Dua, 5 seconds left. Goes down low. Wuna with a acrobatic layup down low, no good. Thompson gets it. Just tries to heave it up at the last second. Shot no good. Horn sounds as we've hit halftime. Martinsburg, 37. Achievement First, 27 is our score at the half. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then hopefully we'll be joined at some point by Coach Gail Catlett here at halftime. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
Order number N58.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
Order number N58.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Across from us as well. We welcome you back here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as we've hit halftime, which is brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Visit them online at wvjusticelawyers.com. It's a 37-27 Martinsburg lead against Achievement First, as here at the half we are now joined by former coach of the West Virginia Mountaineers, Coach Gail Catlett. Thank you for joining us here at halftime, as before the game you were honored, and of course it's an honor to have you here on our airwaves, Coach.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you as well,
Thank you.
Coach Catlett. I guess I'll start off with the obvious question. How special of a moment was it for you getting to be reunited with a few of your former players here today?
The guys I talked with, Sheldon Jefferson, Lawrence Pollard, and Marcellus Basie, and I saw Kevin Pisnoger earlier, and I had a chance to talk to Vicky Bullitt. I mean, those are great kids, great young people. I call them kids now. I'm up in my 80s, but they all meant a lot to us, and I'm tickled to see that. I just told Sheldon over there, he came back in, and I said, Sheldon, those young people are lucky to have you to experience the discipline of coaching, the camaraderie of the teamwork, right from wrong in their lives, because that's what coaching is all about. Before we had all this money floating around, you used to go into coaching to help the kids, help other people. And we've slipped away from that a little bit for some reason. And at this point, I'm tickled to see these guys are doing that because they do a great job.
Yeah. What's it mean to you when you see some of your former players become those coaches? Kind of just, you were kind of getting at it right there. Just to see that, to know that you were able to pass something down to them to where they can now pass it down to another generation.
When you're coaching, I coached for 39 years, and when you're coaching, you don't understand whether they're absorbing it or not, or whether it's helping them or not. You just have a system you put them through, but you make sure that they all meet the standards. And 9 out of 10, it's amazing how they have success and later on in life influence other people, like we said earlier. But to see those kids go into coaching, those guys go into coaching, it makes my heart warm, because they have so much to offer as far as they really know the game of basketball. They were all highly skilled players. And so sometimes, like I was a teammate with Jerry West for a couple of years, and Jerry went into coaching and didn't like it because he expected the players to have as much talent as he did. And he said, you can't make that pass or shot, but he could do all that. So, at this point, you got to be careful when you're teaching how much you expect out of your players, but just trying to get each person to live right, to reach his full potential, and to contribute to society is a real blessing.
Looks like you traveled with a bit of a entourage here behind you. If you want to maybe introduce them as well that are in attendance.
Over here. The grandchildren, this is Lila right here, Lila Newman. This is Maddie. This is Sam Newman, and this is my young man, Ty, and they do a lot for me. They help me a lot. I live in Florida in the wintertime. I'm back just for vacation, but they're the whole thing in life to me, because I raised their mothers, and the mothers didn't listen to me much. Now I've got the grandkids. They don't listen to anything. They just say, come on, Papa, you don't mean that. I said, okay. But if some of the fans would hear how they talk to me, I don't mean disrespectful. I mean just in a nonchalant way. But, they don't know Coach Catlett. They don't know me. I'm Poppy. And they're going to tell me what to do most of the time.
What have you thought about the game so far, Coach?
Very impressed. I don't know much about the Brooklyn team. First time I've seen the Bulldogs. Didn't start very well, but once they got it going, they really did nice shot selection. Very good with the trap defense. Really upset the tempo of the game, which I think they spread it out a little bit. But they've got to come back this game in the second half and play too, because this team can come back on you. But knowing Dave Rogers like them and Marcellus Basie, they'll have the Bulldogs out there fighting. And then tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to sit there because I've got Lawrence Pollard and the Sheldon Jefferson team against Dave Rogers and Marcellus Basie. That's a tough thing because I want both of them to win because they all do so much. But at this point, very competitive. It would be interesting to see how these teams could do in the state of West Virginia because of the talent, because of the style. It's just fun to watch.
Before we let you go, give us, just one story from your past that you can think of. I know there's probably many going on swirling throughout your brain, but
I was a sophomore and broke my wrist at Hedgesville High School on Thanksgiving vacation. So I go back with a cast on, and Fred Shaw said, we're going to redshirt you. Fred was my coach recruiter. So he's going to redshirt me, and I said, but now once I get well in 3 or 4 weeks, he said, you're going to guard Jerry West every day in practice. You can rough him up a little bit because Jerry can't go to his left. He's all right, do this and do that. And he said, well, I want you to shove him and beat on him legally, but if you hurt him, I'll take your scholarship. So he wanted to foul because Jerry's going to get fouled a lot, as you know, being the player he was. But and he was a good sport about that. But Fred said, if you hurt him, I'm going to take your scholarship. So I didn't hurt him,
Coach Catlett, thank you, of course, for the time. Let you go enjoy the rest of this matchup. Nick, make it only a 1 minute break because we got under 2 minutes left here on the halftime clock. And on the other side of that 1 minute break, we will get our first half stats. Unless, Coach Catlett, you got one more thing.
It was a great privilege growing up in Hedgesville on Potato Hill, the youngest of 13, going to Hedgesville High School. But the Eastern Panhandle,
I've traveled all over the world with teams and also since I've retired. And there's no place like West Virginia. It's the best place in the world, as you all know.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Coach Catlett.
Good luck. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. A 1-minute break. You're tuned into the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse at the half. The score, Martinsburg 37, Achievement First of Brooklyn, New York 27. Let's quickly get our first half stats for you, which are brought to you by Flora Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Flora Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown, including a brand new pop-up location in the Valley Mall. Romeo 7 points, Romaine 8 points, 6 points for Murray, 4 for Beckford, and 2 for Minter, as it's already quarter number 3 and a foul down low as Murray was going up at the left block for Achievement First. And he'll go to the free throw line 15 seconds into quarter number 3. On the other side, leading scorer for Martinsburg was Bunny with 18, Cheek with 8, 4 points for Zion, 3 for Height, and 2 points each for White and Owuna. That foul was against Zion Ajimandua, his second team first of the quarter. Free throws both no good, but an offensive rebound, and Beckford's shot rejected by Zion.
I think it might have been Owuna that got the hand on that.
Now Bunny back the other way. Layup is good and the foul. So give him now 20 points on the night as he tries to go to the free throw line to make it 21. It's a 39-27 lead for Martinsburg now with 7:35 here in quarter number 3.
I'm very impressed by Kyrie Bunny. We knew that he was a good three-point shooter, but for him to hit 4 in that first quarter is really something else. And then he can drive, and he can finish at the rim through contact. That's his second and one already.
Free throw is good. 40-27 Martinsburg leads, and now Bunny swats the pass from Romeo, who gets his own pass now in the left corner. Pulls up for 3. Tyler Romeo off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Chica Martinsburg, who goes in transition. Stops to allow the offense to catch up. Goes to Kyrie Bunny at the top of the key. Goes to the right wing for Height with a pass. Height drives in. Kicks it out to Cheek. Cheek pump fakes. Drives. Goes for Bunny behind him. Bunny finds Height down low. Goes to Zion Ajimandua. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound. That shot no good off the putback. And he can't get the third rebound as it goes to Linton, and now back the other way go the Panthers. Losing his dribble was Romaine. It's stolen by Owuna. Goes coast to coast. Layup no good, but he's hacked. Sends Anthony Owuna now to the charity stripe with 6:48 left in quarter number 3.
That one deflection by Kyrie Bunny on the last possession made me think about his football playing skills and his ability to swat passes away as a defender. And within the last week, Kyrie has gotten offers to play football at the next level from Wheeling, Bluefield State, and West Virginia State. I believe Wheeling is offering him as a defensive back, Bluefield State offering him as a wide receiver.
Owuna's first and second free throws are made. So he has now 4 points. It's a 42-27 Martinsburg lead as whistles blow now for a substitution for Martinsburg after the free throws. As Height checks out. Entering is Kevin Myers. Now an inbound for Beckford. Goes to Romaine, back to Beckford as Martinsburg has the full court press. Kind of backing off now, wanting to go with a trap, but weaving through is Beckford. He finds down low his teammate Lee. His shot no good. Now transition layup for Kyrie Bunny. Contested is good. Bunny now with 23 points, making it 44-27 Martinsburg. Romaine bounce passes to his left. It's caught by Beckford. Beckford floater no good, and he's fouled as he falls to the floor with 6:15 left here in the third quarter. That will send Mario Romaine to the free throw line once again for achievement first.
There's just so much length and athleticism.
Excuse me, actually, that's Xavier Beckford at the free throw line. My apologies.
On this Martinsburg team, they are perfectly made to run this sort of full court trap defense. They bring the hustle along with it. That's the credit to Coach Rogers. Like that is to get these athletes to go so hard and commit to this sort of defense.
Beckford makes both free throws, making it 44-29 as Cheek brings it down the floor. His pass tipped by Romaine into the hands of Beckford, who goes back the other way. Layup rejected by Awuna at the rim. Anthony Awuna goes up and gives it to Bunny. Bunny gets it from Cheek, pulls up for three. Kyrie Bunny no good, short off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Beckford.
Caught between a pass and a shot there, a little bit hesitated to.
Minter three, misses everything. Rebounded down low by Lee, who gets tangled up with Bunny. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Kyrie Bunny of Martinsburg. It will stay Panthers ball. 44-29, Martinsburg leads, achievement first, 5:45 left in the third. Romaine's going to get fouled with the body of Anthony Awuna down low. Off the inbound as 30 seconds went off the clock. Foul called on the floor, so no free throws. That is Cheek called with the foul, actually, not Awuna, and that's Cheek's third.
You got to be careful.
Romaine at the top of the key, passes it to the left. It's Jones catching it, drives the baseline. Layup is good by Jones, his first 2 points, making it 44-31. Cheek gets pressed a little bit by Romaine. Still able to dribble it down the court with ease. This Keyshawn Cheek still dribbling it now. Bounce passing for Kyrie Bunny. Back to Cheek. Three-pointer. Off the back of the rim, no good. Tipped around. Offensive rebound now by Awuna thanks to the Cheek deflection. Who kicks it out to Myers, who wanted the bank for three from the left wing. That shot no good. Rebounded by achievement first. It's Jones quickly down low for Linton. Linton with the easy battle down low gets the basket to fall, making it 44-33. Cheek gets stripped from behind. His pass, though, still able to get to Zion Ajay-Mandua, and his shot off the glass and in. It's 46-33 now. Quickly back the other way. Beckford, contested shot, no good. Too hard off the backboard. Cheek to Awuna. Awuna kicking it out to Myers. Myers, long two, no good. Rebounded by Bunny down low. Bunny fights hard, going up for a shot, and he's going to be fouled. 4:26 left in quarter number 3. As Kyrie Bunny goes back to the free throw line, unless they call it on the floor. He was fighting for a shot, however, they're going to say that the foul was on the floor.
I think they're saying he reached in before, Bunny went up for the shot as he was kind of corralling the rebound.
Cheek floats a pass towards the top of the key. It's caught by Kyrie Bunny. There's that wide receiver skills that you were talking about earlier. He gets tripped up. He has to kick it out to Zion. Passes to his left for Cheek. Back to Zion at the top of the key. Back to Cheek. He's going to reset the offense and get a play call in from Coach Basie on the bench. Bunny. Ajay-Mandua. Now passing it to White. Swings to Thompson, who goes down low for Zion. His shot misses everything from the right corner for two. It's rebounded by achievement first.
And that's not really Zion's shot. He's got to work on the shot selection.
Beckford decides to pull up from the free throw line. His shot no good. Offensive rebound by Linton in the paint. He quickly jumps back up. His shot no good, but he's fouled as he hits the floor hard with 3:49 left in the third. And he'll go to the free throw line for achievement first.
I think it's a shame because I think Zion was able to get a clean block on that one, but White came in from right next to him and committed the foul.
Free throw no good. By the way, that is White's first, team fourth of the quarter for Martinsburg. Second free throw around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Zion Ajimandua. Dribbles down the court, goes to White, who kicks it out to the right corner for Height. Pulls up for three, and it's good by Garrett Height. 49-33. 3:36 left here in the third. A timeout taken by Achievement First. We'll take a 30-second break alongside them. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
We welcome you back here. Our third quarter is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Give them a call at 304-263-3361, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Achievement First breaks the press off the inbound. Quickly down the floor goes Beckford, who finds Murray underneath the basket. Puts up a shot once he receives the catch, and he's going to be fouled. Actually, that was Linton, not Murray. So Linton goes back to the free throw line as he was fouled by White, his second foul. So Linton makes the free throw this time, giving him 3 points, making it 49-34. Martinsburg up by 15 against Achievement First.
I think the adjustment Martinsburg is made as, Achievement First has gone to more to the full court press.
Second free throw is good as Bunny in the transition goes to the left corner for Height, who pump fakes, drives in, his shot no good, but he gets his own rebound and now goes to Zion Ajimandua. Gives it back to Height. Three-pointer from the top of the key, too hard off the backboard. Missed the rim to the right, and it's rebounded by Linton. Linton from Murray. Breaks midcourt, picks up his dribble, goes to Romaine. Romaine dribbles to the left side, down low. Puts up a tough shot, no good. Now cherry-picking Kyrie Bunny. Left side layup in transition is good. 25 points now for Kyrie Bunny. 51-35, Martinsburg leads.
He's leaked out a couple times now. Somebody's got to stick with him.
Height wanted to try to get a charge as he went down, doesn't get the call. Shot was no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. With 2:36 left, Coach Rogers takes a timeout to avoid a jump ball situation. Take a 30-second break alongside him. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Side of the Martinsburg Fieldhouse tonight with the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic nightcap, a night one between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the Achievement First Panthers out of Brooklyn, New York. It's 51-35 Martinsburg with the basketball and the lead. It's Garrett Height dribbles it down the court, quickly passes it to Zion Ajimandua. Thought about pulling up for three, but instead gives it back to Height after he breaks midcourt. It's Garrett Height dribbling, passing it now, picking up his dribble. Goes Kyrie Bunny. Bunny passes for White, who dribbles at once and goes to Zion at the right wing. Zion, give it to Bunny at the top of the key. He dribbles it back towards midcourt. Now has space on the right side with the ISO. His shot as he drives in. No good, but he was hit from behind. So that'll send Kyrie Bunny back to the free throw line once again. 2:06 left in the third quarter.
I think if I were Achievement First, I would be tempted to back off on the full court press. It's hard to say that because they're down by 16 late in the third quarter. So it'd be easier for Martinsburg to just kind of churn out long offensive possessions. But I think that Martinsburg kind of thrives on not playing in the half court. If they can break the press, which they've shown that they can do pretty consistently. Not every time, but you're never going to break the press every time. And the half court offense has not been nearly as good as when they can get out in transition.
Bunny made both free throws, so it's now 53-35 Martinsburg. It's Romaine back the other way with a tough layup that he gets to fall. Mario Romaine now in double figures with exactly 10 points, making it 53-37 Martinsburg. Zion, the cheek, gets a screen from Jimandua. However, he's just calling out a play right now. His cheek bounce passes to the right elbow, finds Jimandua, gives it to Height, who's cutting in on the left side. And he has a nice shot from the right block as he dribbles there. And that is Height's 8th points now tonight, making it 55-37.
Of course,
long pass from Romaine over to the right side for Jones, who drives in. Layup is good.
Of course, right after I make that point, Martinsburg comes out and has a great half-court set that gets them an easy 2 points. But Achievement First has kind of backed off of the press a little bit. They're still full court man-to-man.
Cheek, at the top of the key, backs off now. He dribbles with under a minute left here in quarter number 3. And he wants the ISO against Murray. Cheek now has Romaine as his defender. He gets double teamed as he drives the left side, fights through, goes up for a shot, and he's fouled. So they say Linton, even though he thinks he was going straight up, came down with the arms and whacked Keyshawn Cheek. Will now go to the free throw line for 2 shots with 38 seconds left here in quarter number 3. That is the 3rd foul called against Linton.
I think that was pretty clearly a foul, but that's what Keyshawn Cheek kind of forces you into. He's very explosive, so he gets to the rim quickly, and it makes it tough for a defender to be in position when a guy is that fast.
First free throw around the rim, no good. Second one swished by Keyshawn Cheek. He's now got 9 points, and it's a 56-39 Martinsburg lead. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. A little shove from White from behind as going up for a layup was Linton. And that shove will send Linton to the free throw line. 30.5 seconds left here in the third. They called that foul against Zion. Free throw up and good by Linton.
There's been a lot of fouls in this one, but you have given yourself a buffer of being up by, hopefully at least 15 points after this free throw. You can get the last possession of the quarter.
Second free throw good by Linton as well. 56-41 now Martinsburg's lead against Achievement First. It's White. Fires it down to Awuna, kicks it out to Bunny. Three-pointer no good, but it goes right back off the rim to Bunny. It goes to Awuna. Cheek. Top of the key. 3 is good by Keyshawn Cheek. 12 points now for Keyshawn. 10 seconds left in the third. Quickly it's Jones. Coast to coast. Layup no good. Deflected out of bounds. Last off the hands of Murray of Achievement First. 5.3 seconds left in the third. It will be Martinsburg basketball. Got to go the full length of the court. Halfway with the pass to Garrett Height. Height goes to Bunny. Left corner 3 before the buzzer. No good off the back of the rim. And that is the end of quarter number 3. It is Martinsburg leading Achievement First by a score of 59-41. So we step aside and take a 1-minute break. Then we'll be back with the final quarter of regulation. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We are back here, still live at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as we head to the fourth quarter here of our boys basketball game in the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic, night number 1. It is Martinsburg 59, Achievement First 41. Martinsburg begins with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. It's Keyshawn Cheek with the ball for the Bulldogs. The left wing dribbling, getting double teamed, and now picking up his dribble and passing it to Garrett Height at the top of the key. Height slows down the offense and calls out the play. He passes to his left for White. White finds Kyrie Bunny, who drives in the middle of the paint. Wide open was the lane for Kyrie Bunny, and he is now at 29 points as he makes that layup. Makes it a 20-point Martinsburg lead.
Nice out of the timeout set from Coach Rogers. We could kind of hear him from up here, putting that one together, I think.
Romaine with a three-pointer from the left corner. No good, and rebounded by Bunny. 3v2 for Martinsburg. He finds Height going down in transition, and his right side layup is good. 63-41 now. Martinsburg continues to increase its lead. Now a steal on the long pass across midcourt. Height to Bunny in the right corner. Back to Height. Height pump fakes, goes to the right elbow. Pump fakes again, and now we'll just dish it behind him to Keyshawn Cheek. Cheek goes to White at the right elbow. White back to Cheek, but it goes right behind him and out of bounds. 6:41 left here in the fourth. It's Martinsburg 63, Achievement First 41. Now, Dylan, while we were setting up here for this broadcast, Kyrie Bunny's dad came up here and introduced himself, and love getting to talk to family members of players. Is driving in on the right side is Jones for Achievement First. His layup no good as he's fouled, though, to send him the free throw line as that foul against Owuna. But back to my story, just talking with Kyrie's dad, thanking us for just giving Kyrie all the love that we gave him during the football season, during the state championship, as this was actually a foul on the floor. So, ball inbounded for Achievement First, but told him that, of course, we're going to give him love because of how well he did during the season, and can't wait to give him some more love, obviously, here during the basketball season, anticipating it being a great one for him and the team. And, of course, he comes out and has 29 points so far here tonight.
It's pretty easy to give a guy love when he's going to score about 30 points in the game. It kind of speaks for itself at that point.
Three-pointer around the rim, no good from Beckford of Achievement First as Cheek in transition goes down the court. No look pass to White, but it goes right behind the head of White, unfortunately, and out of bounds. Achievement First ball.
That's funny. I think Keyshawn Cheek has a little bit of... there was a point that I made during our Shepherd broadcast that we did with Chase Parr, kind of making some passes, like thinking so far ahead, thinking on another level compared to his teammates that even his teammates aren't ready for some of his passes. I think that happened with Keyshawn Cheek there, and it happens from time to time.
Tough layup on the right side from Mario Romaine is good. He's got 12 points. It's 63-43 is White. Kyrie Bunny is guarded very closely by Beckford. Bunny goes down low to White. His pass is high, though, tipped by Linton and stolen now. Linton bounce passes it for Beckford. Beckford running down the floor on the left side as his dribble go off his foot and out of bounds with 5:34 left here in the fourth. Martinsburg gets the ball back. We talked about it during the pregame. Now this is a senior-heavy team, at least through the starting 5 all being seniors, and we were curious to see who all would step up behind them. At least scoring-wise, nobody's really had to so far here tonight, though. As it's Awuna fighting down low for positioning, goes up strong. Too hard off the glass with a shot, it's no good. Rebounded by Linton, quickly back the other way. His layup no good, rebounded by Zion Ajimandua. Height lost concentration, dribbled it off his foot, and now both teams just kind of go back and forth lackadaisically.
Yeah, 20-point game, 5 minutes left. Things are getting a little undisciplined. It happens.
Long 2 from Mario Romaine at the top of the key is good. He's got 14 points now to lead the way for the Panthers as Height wants to respond with a 3, and he does from the left wing. Garrett Height now with 13 points. 66-45 lead. So did they rule that as a 3 for Romaine?
They shouldn't have. But
Get a full timeout taken by Achievement First, so we'll take a 30-second break with them, and I'll tally up my scorecard here to see if I have 45 or not. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
45. Just had a little lapse there, thinking for some reason that they put 3 up when they only did put 2, like I said. So all good here.
math is hard.
Math is hard when you're trying to do it quickly. That's why Dylan's here. Achievement First inbounds it with 4.5 or so minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Clock now at 4:20. Jones pulls up. Shot is good. Beyond Jones with 6 points now, making it 66-47. But quickly, with some beautiful passing back the other way, is Martinsburg. Right corner 3, no good from Height, rebounded by Zion. Goes to Bunny, to Cheek. Cheek drives in, wanted to go up for a layup, but he gets held down by Murray, who said he had the ball. They say he grabbed Cheek. So Keyshawn goes to the free throw line.
He may have a gripe there. I think that he got the ball, and that probably should have been a jump ball.
Free throw off the back of the rim from Cheek, and no
John
good.
Overton agrees with him.
Those back watching our stream maybe got a replay of that one. We don't here, obviously, seeing what you see. As the second free throw is good by Cheek, who now has 13 points here this evening. And it's a 20-point lead once again for Martinsburg at 67-47 against Achievement First. Fighting hard down low as Murray is shot up, no good. Rebounded by Awuna, who gets tangled up with Jones, and a few extra whistles blow to get them separated. It's Martinsburg ball as Jones was called with a foul. That is his 4th. As Myers and Thompson will enter for Height and Bunny for Martinsburg. 3:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Awuna to inbound. Passes it to Cheek, who goes back to Awuna, who will sprint down the floor with the dribble. Slow things down as he breaks midcourt. Hand it to Myers, and we'll get a foul called. And it's an offensive foul.
Moving screen.
Awuna gets called with the illegal screen, his second. Team second of the quarter for Martinsburg.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes when you're trying to do it's kind of a screen off of a dribble handoff.
Linton battles hard in the paint. Turnaround jumper by Linton. No good, and he's called with a travel violation as he spun around and didn't keep that pivot foot still.
That's the right call.
Fourth quarter brought to you by Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Visit them online at skinnerwins.com as Luna hands it to Cheek as they run into each other as well. Pass it to the right wing. It's Zion who goes down low to the right block with his pass for Luna. His shot no good, rebounded by Achievement First. Beckford wanted to go coast to coast, but has the ball stripped by Cheek, who beautifully goes behind the back with the dribble going coast to coast. Keyshawn Cheek lays it off the glass and in. What a play there for the highlight reel of Keyshawn Cheek.
His style of play and his body build, I know gives you some like Chris Paul, CP3 kind of vibe.
Fadeaway jumper by Jones is good on the opposite end. And now we get a tie-up. No, a foul called against Xavier Beckford, his first. Team third of the quarter. Our other fourth quarter sponsors, Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way or online at orsinis.com. 2:42 left here in the fourth quarter. It's Martinsburg 69, Achievement First 49.
And some of the bench in now.
Jamindua with the basketball. Passing it from Myers, who's going to run the point now for the Bulldogs. Passes it to the right side. It's caught by Thompson. Thompson finds Harrison driving in. He's going to kick it out to Zion in the right corner. Thinks about a three. Instead goes to the right elbow. Now has the ball swatted by Romaine out of his hands. Ball's on the floor now, and we get a tie-up with 2:23 left here in the fourth. And Martinsburg called a timeout during the tie-up, so they keep possession. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break. It'll be Bulldog basketball when we return.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Back here, 2:23 left in quarter number 4. Martinsburg with a 20-point lead. Bulldogs a few minutes away from improving to 2-0 and getting that home opener victory here night 1 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. I'm Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me, Dylan Bishop. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Alec Epperson and Kyler High are our camera guys. First time tonight, doing a great job for us. Back to the studio, Nick Verzolini. He'll hear from Nick Verzolini tomorrow. He'll have the call of the game for the Bulldogs at 3 p.m. is the scheduled tip. So they get to take on Thomas Jefferson, the other team from Brooklyn, New York. Beckford. Bounce pass to Thompson, right side layup rejected. And it's Jones with the basketball for Achievement First. He's going to dish it behind him. And it's Lee with the basketball down low. Shot no good. Tried to get his own rebound and now fighting for it's Martinsburg's Harrison who gets it. And he'll give it up for Myers, who loses his dribble here on the near sideline in front of Achievement First bench. It goes out of bounds. Achievement First gets the basketball with 1:46 left here in the fourth. Ball inbounded. Murray, who will hand it to Beckford at the left wing. Gets it to Murray in the corner. Takes a dribble in. Pulls up for a long two-pointer. But it rattles around the rim and is rebounded by Jamindua. And now, about 80 feet away from the basket, we have a foul called.
I am impressed by the Bulldogs. I think that their deficiencies are pretty clear, and their strengths are as well. But if you fall into a trap, there, a game against Martinsburg can really snowball.
And Jamindua drives the right side, went up with a layup. It's no good as he's fouled. And Lee will pick up his first foul, which will send Zion Jamindua to the free throw line. 1:20 left Here in the fourth quarter, it's still 69-49. Zion, 6 points so far today. And it'll stay at 6 as he misses the free throw. Now he's 0 for 3 tonight at the free throw line.
Get some reps in. Try to improve.
Second free throw up. Off the back of the rim and no good as well. Rebounded by Achievement First. Beckford back the other way. His shot rejected by Harrison, but a foul called with 1:14 left here in the fourth. And it will be Harrison called with a foul, his first, team's third of the quarter. Now Xavier Beckford at the free throw line. His free throw no good. Both sides starting to struggle here at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, to go along with all the fouls that have been called in this one with the aggressive defense.
The second free throw is good for Beckford.
And neither team was really able tonight to take advantage of all those.
Thompson to Harrison. Harrison waited to get some space, went up with a shot and still got rejected. Quick transition layup is good by Jones, who now has 10 points for Achievement First, making it 69-52. Myers to White. Out for Thompson. Three from the top of the key is good for Thompson. 72-52, Martinsburg leads it now. Under a minute left remaining. Driving the left baseline's Jones. Shot no good, rebounded by Lee, who gets the putback to fall. 72-54 now, Martinsburg's lead against Achievement First. It's Thompson to Harrison. Harrison, left elbow, drives the paint, puts up a floater. Goes off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Murray. Beckford, long pass to Romaine. His layup on the left side is good. Romaine now with 16 points. 72-56. 10 seconds left. White loses his dribble. It'll go out of bounds. Achievement First will get the ball.
Oh, it's...
Game here in the final moments as fans getting ready to head to the exits. Romaine loses his footing, keeps his dribble, stands up, picks it up, gives it to Beckford. His turnaround shot right before the horn is no good, and that's the final. Martinsburg gets the win against Achievement First by a final score of 72-56, as we will now step aside and take a 2-minute break, and then we will wrap up with our post-game show. Again, a 2-minute break. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back as we enter our post-game show here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. The post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. The Martinsburg Bulldogs get the win to improve to 2-0. Final score, Martinsburg 72. Achievement First out of Brooklyn, New York, 56. Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop alongside me. John Alderton, our on-site producers. Cameramen, Alec Epperson, Kyler High. Back in the studio, Nick Verzolini. Dylan, before we get our post-game stats, first time getting to see the Bulldogs here this season, what were your thoughts?
Really impressed with the full court press, that they were able to generate the offense off of it. It's just so much length and athleticism and smart defense of knowing when to jump the passing lanes from Martinsburg, and they can immediately go and turn that into transition points off of turnovers, and they were able to break the press off of first achievement first as well. So, and then the shooting, the scoring from Kyrie Bunny really was impressive today. Keyshawn Cheek as well, his passing, his ability to drive in the lane and score. And then Garrett Height, the kind of glue guy, if you want to call him that. He can hit the threes. He plays great defense and hustles and rebounds. A little undersized, but he can still hang with pretty much everybody on the floor. Awuna and Zion with their size and length. This is a team that might not necessarily be, one of the, 2, 3, 4 best in the state, but I think if you made me rank, if I were a coach going up against a team in the state of West Virginia, Martinsburg would be incredibly high on the list of teams I do not want to face, because they're just annoying and to play against. Really, that's just
which is a compliment.
It is. It's hard to play against them. There are ways you can stop it. In the second quarter, Achievement First was able to hang and chip away at the lead a little bit, but it's just as soon you can hold them for 5 minutes of a quarter without making a shot, and then they make one, and boom, they set up the full court press. They turn you over immediately. Layup and 1, 3 more points, and it snowballs from there. So that's just hard to practice for, because Martinsburg is always practicing that all the time. They've honed it down. They have the defenders, the athletes that you might not have in your own practices. It's tough, and like I said, they might not be like the best team or a top 2 or 3 team at the end of the year, but they are going to fight in every game, and they're going to pull off some upsets. They're going to win a lot of games.
Let's get now our post-game stats, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit them online at burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. First, for Achievement First, leading the way with 16 points was Mario Romaine, followed by Jones with 10 points, 7 points each from Romeo and Beckford, 6 points each from Murray and Linton, and rounding out the scoring with 2 points each, it was Lee and Minter. So out of their 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 players rostered, 8 of them scored, and I believe it was all 8 that played for Achievement First that scored. I believe we did not see Muhammad in tonight for the Panthers. On the other side, for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, he had 2, 4, 6, 7 scorers tonight for Martinsburg, and the leading scorer of the night was Kyrie Bunny with a total of 29 points, followed by Keyshawn Cheek with 15, 13 points from Garrett Height, and then 6 points for Zion Ajamin-Dua, 4 points for Anthony Owuna, 3 points for Thompson, 2 points for White, and a partridge in a pear tree, since it's still a Christmas season. So again, final score, Martinsburg 72, Achievement First 56. Let's wrap it up and give our player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Kyrie Bunny, started off hot, 14 points in the first quarter, hit 4 3-pointers to start it off, ended up with 29, and was a big part of the press on defense as well. Some key rebounds, some great drives in the lane, finished 2 different and ones. So he was a 3-level scorer today and played great defense. Overall, great game from him.
There you go. That wraps things up for us here tonight on night 1 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. Tomorrow is day 2 of Skip Fowler Memorial Classic, and it's a scheduled 3 p.m. tip for the Martinsburg game as they take on Thomas Jefferson out of Brooklyn, New York. We'll have that game right here on Talk Radio, WRNR TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. And even if it's a delayed start like we had today, don't worry. Hopefully, if things go well, we'll have coverage of it for you. So again, for Nick Verzolini back at the studio, as well as our cameramen Alec Epperson and Kyler High, on-site producer John Alderton, my color commentator Dylan Bishop, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off for tonight's basketball coverage on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
WVU Medicine Gastroenterology in Martinsburg recently welcomed 2 new physicians, expanding advanced gastroenterology services in the Eastern Panhandle. Dr. Vishal Gupta and Dr. Yusuf Hadi joined WVU Medicine Gastroenterology at the clinic's new location in Medical Office Building Number 3 on the Berkeley Medical Center campus. Dr. Gupta and Dr. Hadi are accepting new patients. Call 304-596-6893 to schedule an appointment or for more information.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
Order number N58.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Orsini's Home Store, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, The Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.